What's up YouTube? We're back today with another rather interesting and experimental concept here. Not the most competitive deck for sure, but can still get some very clutch wins and does also have some pretty good matchups to quite a few aggro decks, I believe. So the whole idea of this list is milling your opponents through Aloof Travelers, or at least stalling the game for very long so that you can flip the board with either a Harrowing or a Pack Your Bags from the Gohard later on, or even Hexite Crystals from the Fallen Feline. Now, I don't really know who the original creator was and who to credit this to. I've seen a lot of different versions of this float around on Twitter and Twitch. This, I think, is pretty close to what Alan was recently playing on his Twitch stream. I basically added an Aftershock because I was running into a ridiculous amount of Banditry decks. The version that I had gotten was playing a second Ruination instead. And just explaining why all of the cards are in here, like I said, Aloof Travelers is definitely the core, the main piece in this deck, and we have a lot of ways of repeating that effect over and over, discarding your opponent's highest cost card and eventually hitting all of their big win conditions ideally. We can revive the Aloof Travelers with Chronicler of Ruin. It is of course a summon effect. We have Splinter Soul to summon a copy with the summon effect. We have Iterative Improvement to get more Aloof Travelers, sometimes even get them from our opponent's side if we didn't find our own Aloof in the early game, and Fading Memories to copy even more Aloofs. And we don't really care that they are often ephemeral. It can be annoying, but it can also be useful because they go into the death pool for the Harrowing, and maybe we can then manage to summon 6 Aloof Travelers in one turn. Aloof Travelers is the strongest card in this deck, the highest combined attack plus health. That means if 6 Aloof Travelers had died, you would probably also pull 6 Aloof Travelers from the Harrowing. Just makes for some pretty fun and pretty insane combo turns, and it's kind of satisfying to play in its own diabolical way, if I may say so. Most of the rest of the deck is centered around removal and some early game tools. So we have Gohard that was already mentioned, Mystic Shot as removal or flexible burn, Vile Feast, removal plus a blocker, Aftershock I already touched up on, Withering Mist and Wail for some healing as well as AoE removal. And yeah, we have some hard removal and Vengeance and Ruination, just kind of trying to have answers for everything and really stalling out that game. And Fallen Feline also has proven to be great in this as some early pressure tool, or rather early defensive tool, just a well-statted unit. And especially if you do also get a time trick early on, you also get very good odds of eventually finding one of those Hexite Crystals in time. I've seen some other versions experiment around with like Callistas or with Hecarims just to diversify win conditions and find more ways of finding Aloof Travelers. Don't think that's necessary. I do think this like pretty control-y build does have a pretty good shot, but some matchups are just not meant to be. This has a very hard time against Banditry and against Discard Scion nonetheless, but does do interestingly well, surprisingly well into quite a lot of the aggro decks just because of the heavy base of removal in this deck. As for the mulligan against control decks, I would look very hard for Aloof Travelers. Against aggro decks, you also keep the Feline and some early removal, especially matchup-specific removal. And that's all I can say for this deck. If you need some inspiration on how this plays, feel free to check out some of these gameplay examples from my stream.
Is it the mustache? Who knows?
Music tastes very zen. Thank you. Ekko. Alright, we have the best Ekko counter in the game in our hand already. Let's look for Fallen Feline and Gohard. And of course Aloof. Forgot I have automatic resubscription. Well, too bad for you, Johnny. Too bad for you. Another gift for Mystic Shot? Yeah, Ekko is a gift to almost anything at this point. Title. I'm playing a viewer deck redeem. Bear with me. I go back to Thralls in a second. Actually, I'll just update it. That's a card I haven't seen in a long time.
on me.
We lost, we can't mill this deck. Wait, we can mill this though, right? It doesn't really go infinite. I mean, they do play Perfectionist and that type of nonsense, but... Alright. Did not find any Ekko removal yet. And I don't need any.
Okay. Want to make me a few extra boards?
Yes! I mean, sure.
Let's just discard whatever our opponent just predicted. Did I miss Thralls? No, I go back to Thralls in a second.
But our stuff didn't.
Man, I'm good.
What did you predict then? Can't be a crystal? Maybe the crazy cat?
Will help.
Time trick, okay. I'd prefer to play Aloof on a defensive turn. Oh, please hit Ruination. Whew. I mean, I think Wayland to Whale is just better here. So Perfectionist means the deck's stacked with time tricks, which is again very good for us trying to deck out our opponent.
Never changed on. Just kill me.
So no keycard shuffled on our opponent's side yet.
See you never. My past flashes.
I think that was just predicted.
We made it. Yay. But our stuff didn't.
Oh, baby. This enemy playing Ekko Zillion. Just a lonely Ekko.
What you looking for?
Interesting. 5+2 mana, no play. I mean, I think we should help our opponents a little bit with drawing those predictions.
He's dropped something. I dropped everything.
Okay, so again, not Ekko. Splinter Soul into Harrowing? Is that good enough already? I don't think so.
Hell, wait up. The crystal.
Okay, now it gets awkward though. I should have maybe Splinter Souled. Splinter Souling a 1 HP Aloof. It's not something you're all too happy about. Okay, that was opponent's predict. Counterfeit. And he did not... Oh, that's probably Echoes then. Not going for the Krista. Oh, our opponent is playing a mill deck themselves. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. I mean, I feel like we should be fine. I want my units to die first.
Surprise, surprise.
Could have Wild Feasted already. Splinter Soul into Harrowing is interesting, but I really didn't have many units die yet. Just hope that the Ruination protects the Harrowing here.
You name it, I'll name it.
What a weird game.
Nice day. If you're into coughing.
Maybe this is the time to Ruinate. I don't really like it. Fading Memories would be great. Before him, we have Go Hard in our deck. We're not really milling.
You dropped something.
I dropped everything.
Love it. Oh, I think you need some help with drawing that card that you just predicted. That's cruel. But that gives me an insane Harrowing next turn.
Hell, wait up! I have here.
You're not yoinking the Go Hard from my deck. Man, if my opponent would yoink a Go Hard, we would actually kind of have a problem. But not in my house. Love to see it. Scrying Sands, that card is a one-cost card. No, wait. This card, okay, yeah, this card is a one-cost card at max. GG. You know what? I think I might play 1 or 2 more games with this deck. This one's quite enjoyable. And the lobster party does not exist yet. Might be time for a revolution. Alright, Go Hard. Feline. Not the worst of starts.
Slip through my pores!
When will the result be known? That's a good question. I have no idea.
Say your farewells.
And that's gonna make it a bit harder for me to outvalue my opponents. Crystal! And we can take care of an MF.
Oh, I've never met anyone like you.
I keep these for Poppy though. But this could easily be Poppy into Resolve and then I'm kinda screwed. Okay, never mind, we're fine. We are chillin'. Why not take the 2 and heal 1 after the attack with Go Hard? Oh, I love Twitch chat sometimes.
You started without me. There's plenty of
So there's good odds that this snipes either a Rally or a Genevieve then?
You dropped something.
I dropped everything.
Not too bad. A Rally this turn is somewhat scary though.
Hello, new best friend.
2-drop and summon 4-5 in stats. Still convinced that this game hates me. I don't want to Ruinate yet. This should be the block. I might have to Ruinate. We're still in Platinum, right? If my opponent has a Rally, they're gonna pop it in right here. Easy game.
You're covered. My shield is yours.
And that's annoying. But I thought we'd be in a bit more of a stable position. Oh, Withering Wail is nice though.
We made it. Yay.
But our stuff didn't.
4-drop. We're hanging in there. Iterate Stinky Womp maybe? Keep the Mystic Shot. Dies to Mushroom. We're not killing this turn. I think Mystic Shot's fine if I have another one.
Do I have to?
My steel is yours.
Just kill me.
Who I do this time.
Let's take that attack token away from Mr. Opponent.
Bye, have a great time.
Bye bye, Poppy. Alright, I think we have stabilized.
I'm one of the good guys, but not that good.
This might bait MF's make it train. I mean, technically this loses to a triple MF hand, but there's no way my opponent has that. Okay. The crystal is invisible. We main deck Druid. Opponent has no idea what's about to hit him. Out controlled. GG. I'm surprised that this deck is actually winning. I think I like Mists. Although Whale is probably better and easier to set up. Go hard. It's okay though.
Need a second.
Just out of reach.
I'll do better this time.
Buff stuff like Radiant Guardian? Yes. Like they would probably have to buff around 15 or 20 cards in Demacia if they do end up nerfing some of those key staple cards.
This'll be a blast.
3/3 Stone Stackers are really, really, really good. Who would have thought?
Fuse is burning. Fuse is burning.
Thank you for taking that block.
Let us take a peek at life beneath the waves.
Is the play to iterate another Stackers? I don't think so. I think at this point Aloof does similar things.
You dropped something.
I dropped everything.
That's not a bad find. No Decimate in our opponent's hand.
No one's the wiser.
Take a bit more damage to make our weights better.
One for you.
Okay, we can open pass. Right now we're not taking any damage, but Aloof might also just be good. Aloof into maybe a Vile Feast. Yeah, it looks fine.
We made it. Yay.
But our stuff didn't.
Okay, Ziggs, 3-cost card. Not this guy.
This requires my largest official.
Are you worth being Mystic Shot immediately? Or do we continue setting up a Giga Whale? I kind of like Mystic Shot. If he fought something like a Shark Trainer, I very much prefer removing him right now.
Reporting in.
Just kill me.
Can do. Fervor. I mean, we got board control though. Should be fine. Alright. 2 mayor cards. This could still get scary, I suppose.
I should make a speech too. Where's my speech?
I've never tried this chemical before.
Ooh, thank you.
And I'm back with a show new board. Who's hungry?
Explosives primed.
This is an odd round. My opponent still has 1 more mayor card.
Show 'em what I taught you, boy.
Go away.
I can refill this to a 6/6. Pathways. Main deck in an... What? Do you know you're playing a burn deck? Wild.
Next thing I know, I'm up to my britches in purple berries.
You're right, Alan here.
My opponent still has 1 card from the mayor, if I'm not mistaken. Do we set up a whale here? Splinter and Shark Trainer could be cool, but then I don't have spell mana anymore for the attack.
Remember the objective.
Oh no, he does attune once, but we, yeah, get 1. Not 2 sharks then.
Little booms are just as good as big ones.
Goal of this deck, infinite stalling, milling your opponent. Making them get gray hair because you just keep on discarding their win conditions.
Together we are united.
Ready, scouts? Let's take to the sky.
There's that ranger card.
I get humble prayer, Tom.
Oh, that's quite some value that we got rid of there. Oh, what you got for me?
Try and stand. Hey there, scum. Show 'em what I taught you, boy.
Routes closed.
It's interesting.
Ready.
Can push quite a bit of extra overwhelm damage. Oh, this is also just an effective way of getting board. Winning the board, basically. It's 2 Nexus damage if we use it right now. 1 Nexus damage, right? This doesn't get overwhelm damage in here. Okay, let's shut down that poison dart. See what happens. Out controlled. Thanks for the shark trainer though. Also thanks for the aloof.